Hey, good job hitting that play button. Don't forget to go to the YouTube page and subscribe. You gotta hit the notes. Everything's there for you guys. Hey, what's coming up now? We have a couple new features and segments. I had too much information this week. It's only 15 minutes long. So we're gonna talk with the Gordons about their water. We got a little update from the RPPD. Watch, listen, and learn, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's go take a look. Hi, I'm Mark O'Grady. I'm 57 years old, and I lived my whole life in this little town. I made my communion here. I was married here, and I also buried family here. And in all likelihood, I'll probably die here. Take a few minutes to hear some thoughts and musings from this small town guy, and perhaps you may learn something along the way, or better yet, maybe even get a smile or two. So come on, take a little stroll with me in a place I like to call my mile square. Please take a moment to pray for the U.S. citizens, our U.S. troops, and our Afghan allies for a safe passage in the next few days and the upcoming weeks. Pray for their safety. A message from our police chief, Dean Pinto. Links are in the show notes. For up-to-date emergency alerts and notifications, text the message Rochelle Park Alert to 67283. This next segment is where we stroll around town and we talk to our neighbors. Maybe they have an interesting story. Maybe they want to share something with us. So come take a little stroll with me, what I like to call my mile square neighborhood. So I'm here with the Gordons, and we're going to be talking about their rainwater system. So tell me a little bit about it, guys.
Well, Mr. Gordon set it up originally so that we wouldn't have ice to keep the foundation from going bad and not to flood our drive. Water all of our plants in the backyard and the front yard. So the water comes in down into from the gutter into the rain barrel, and there it is.
That's pretty cool. Can you tell me why you guys are doing this?
Pure enjoyment.
Pure enjoyment.
We're enhancing Annie's oasis.
Annie's oasis.
Always hang out.
You know, I'm an outdoor person. I would rather be outside than inside. And with work, you're inside. So when I'm done work, I want to come outside. I want to be with the birds. That's my music. And enjoy my backyard.
Hey, and thanks for the Gordons for being in a mile square minute. Now it's time to watch, listen, and learn. During the storms this past weekend, I accidentally found this show on HBO in the same breath. I'm still thinking about it. Take a look.
This was the last moment I can remember when life still felt normal. Then, in an instant, everything changed. Hospitals were overwhelmed.
最多的时候，我们记得刚刚封城。
The official news report said that everything was under control.
没有发现明显的人传人的证据，
并未发现明显的人传人现象。
But people were dying on the streets.
The risk remains low.
There's very little threat.
Media was staging interviews with doctors and nurses.
I knew immediately something was wrong.
有种人间炼狱的感觉。
We didn't know what to do.
The moment you open your mouth, you conceivably could become a target.
When the government is telling us where to look, they're also telling us where not to look.
Hospitals are warning them not to talk to the media.
It started out as a medical crisis. It has become a test of our form of government.
This is the reflection of a broken system that was already in the verge of death.
It's hard to picture how all of this might end. But I can clearly imagine how this could have begun differently.
We have to be united to fight this.
Well, I hope you liked that little trailer of In the Same Breath. I'm not trying to get political or anything with that. It just to think. So go take a look at it. I think you'll find it intriguing at the least. What did I listen to this week? How about the amazing Anna Petrillo?
You never will abandon, even when the darkness comes. It's not enough to want you. I'll give you everything I am. Lord, I will surrender all. Unveil my eyes. I want to see your glorious being.
Hi everybody, my name is Anna Petrillo. I know to announce the upcoming production of my very first original album entitled Lift You High. Now, there are a few things that have to happen in order to make this album a reality from start to finish. We also have to cover promotions, so radio promotions, PR, anything that's going to help get the word out to more people. And this is where I need your help. I've been working really hard on this music and I can't wait to share it with you. Thank you for your donations, your prayers, and even sharing this video with others. It means so much to me. Thank you for taking the time to check out my campaign, and God bless.
We want to see your glorious being. Your supply, our hearts are full with the presence of our King. Our hearts are full with the presence of our King. Our hearts are full with the presence of our King.
So what did I learn this week? Well, first of all, don't follow the amazing Anna Petrillo. I should have called this Watch, Learn, and Listen this week. Tough act to follow. She's amazing. And again, go to her website, www.annapetrillo.com. The link will be in the show notes. So, what did I learn this week? It may not sound like much, but I'm not sure if you realize that Colorado is one of the only places in the world where both buffalo and cows graze together. The reason why is the topography of Colorado. The western part is in the Rocky Mountains, and the eastern part is in the Kansas Plains. It makes for a rather interesting dichotomy. Why is that important? Well, storms come in from the west. And as storms come in, the buffaloes and the cows do two separate things. The cows run east, away from the storm, trying to avoid the storm, putting off the storm, and actually extending their pain. Cows aren't too quick. So by running east, away from the storm, they prolong the situation. Buffaloes, on the other hand, and this is actually true. You can go look it up. They'll be in the show notes. I mention the show notes a lot. Look it up. The buffaloes run to the storm. Actually, they charge into the storm. They meet it head on, and they embrace it. They embrace the pain. and get it over quickly. Why am I talking about that? I like to say it's a metaphor, but this stuff was actually true. Go look it up. I'll show you. It's about procrastination, which I am so guilty of. And I heard this about 3 weeks ago, and I find it helpful. We all have storms in our lives. Some are big, some are small. But if it's a storm to you, you have to decide. Are you a cow? Or are you a buffalo? And that's what I learned this week. This is my new segment called Mark's 3 from the B. These are satirical memes on what's happening in our towns, our country, and the world today. I like to say that these are funny, but actually they're not. I don't think these are true, but I do believe they help us to show some of the absurdities in this world. They help us to question, but most importantly, they help us to think, to look at the world in perhaps maybe a different lens. So please watch them with that thought in mind. Thanks. There was so much togetherness. We all just sat together and talked. And sometimes we played games. It was awful. There were crowds of so many impoverished people just begging to escape the violence. There's gunfire everywhere. And if things are this bad in Chicago, I can only imagine what it's like in Afghanistan. I thought that last one was a joke, but this shit is real. A group of South Florida doctors stage a walkout to protest? Are you kidding me? It's time for shout-outs of the week with Monica, the ice cream lady.
I'm living in Paramus, New Jersey, but people would probably know me because I worked as bartender and manager at the Maywood Inn's Twin Door Tavern for the last 20 years. When COVID took my job in March of 2020, as a bartender and manager, there was nothing for me to do. After I lost 3 close people, including the owner of the Maywood Inn, I was just riddled with anxiety and depression. I saw the truck for sale on Craigslist and I talked to my husband. I said, please, I need something to do. One of the things that attracted me to this vehicle in particular is all the windows. So in the middle of a pandemic, they kept saying, you know, being outside and having ventilation was better. So that made me feel a little bit better about being in contact with people. I had my social distancing, I wore a mask, gloves, I have hand sanitizer, and this was really key. When I would serve people, I would use the basket. And everybody laughs about it because they think I stole it from church. So this is what makes me stand out from other ice cream trucks. I don't drive around playing music looking for customers. People text me and I go to them. Play date the next day or even that afternoon, you can text me and say, hey, can you come by my house around 3 o'clock? Sure. 1-221-9993. I can serve anywhere. For the text on demand format, I serve Rochelle Park, Maywood, Paramus, Oradell, and River Edge. I'll come to your house if you text me, whether you have 20 people or 1 person. I'm a people person. I love people and I love seeing the kids smile. I truly love what I do. I really have to say, for the first time in my professional career, I truly love what I do. I was a top 5 finalist for the 10-10 Win Small Business Challenge recently. I feel like it was such an honor to be recognized in that way. And that was mostly because, not because of what I offer as far as the ice cream goes, but because of the story behind it and how I try super hard to work with my community, give back to my community, and just make it a positive experience for everybody and put smiles on those kids' faces.
Well, thank you, Monica, for taking time to talk with Mile Square. I'm going to throw something and I'm going to leave this in the video. You are a winner. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for this week. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. Show notes and links are there. And I hope this last one makes you smile. Miss you, Bobby.